Government trying to determine cause of fire and damage at the cargo village of Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport. Cargo transportation to be resumed soon, says Civil Aviation Advisor. A core committee formed headed by Home Secretary to investigate series of fire incidents in the country. Committee to submit report by November the 5th. BGMA leaders visit the site of fire incident at airport, call for a thorough investigation to uncover the real cause behind the series of fires. Government investigating recent fire incidents impartially and not linked with delaying elections, says Environment Advisor. Finance Department agrees to increase house rent allowance for the MPO-listed teachers and staff of non-government educational institutions. Education Advisor urges teachers to return to classes. National Citizen Party meets with Election Commission, demands to bring to justice those individuals affiliated with Election Commission for the past controversial elections. Gorno Forum formally signed the July National Charter 2025. Children and teenagers enthusiastically participating in the final selection round of Bangladesh Television's popular talent hunt show Notun Kuri. Israeli attacks continued in Gaza despite ceasefire. 11 Palestinians from the same family killed. And in Perth, Australia beat India with 7 wickets in the first ODI 3-match series. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shamim Khan welcoming you all to News at 10. Those were the headlines. We now move on to the news in details. Investigation and intelligence reports will be critically analyzed to determine the root cause, extent of damage, and any possible negligence related to the devastating fire at the cargo village of Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport. Advisor to the Minister of Civil Aviation and Tourism, Sheikh Bashiruddin, disclosed this to journalists after visiting the fire-ravaged cargo village on Saturday. Advisor Sheikh Bashiruddin also assured journalists and BGMA leaders that export-import operations at the airport would resume shortly. Earlier, leaders of Bangladesh Garment Manufacturers and Exporters Association (BGMA), after inspecting the damaged area, demanded a thorough investigation to uncover the actual reason behind the recent series of fire incidents. Meanwhile, a media briefing by the Fire Service and Civil Defence Department confirmed that the blaze at the airport's cargo village has been completely extinguished. However, officials said they have yet to identify the exact cause of the fire. Disaster Management and Relief Advisor Farooq Azam informed that a core committee was formed headed by Home Secretary to investigate a series of fire incidents in the country. He said the committee has been asked to submit its report by November the 5th. The advisor stated this to newsmen after the emergency meeting of Inter-Ministerial Disaster Management Coordination Committee at the Secretariat this afternoon. The meeting was held over the fire incidents at different places across the country, including Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport and Chattogram EPZ. At this time, the Disaster Management and Relief Advisor expressed hope that he will receive a complete report within November the 5th next. The interim government is investigating the recent fire incidents impartially, and there is no link with deferring the upcoming election. Forest and Environment Advisor Sayyida Rizwana Hassan stated this while replying to queries of newsmen at the Secretariat today. Due to political reasons, the parties are saying a lot of things, the advisor added. However, she pointed out that election will be held in February. The advisor mentioned that NCP did not sign the July Charter as it did not reflect the opinions. The interim government will provide legal basis for the July Charter based on the Commission's recommendations. Replying to another query, she said, Environment and Tourism Ministry will jointly decide about overnight stay in St. Martin's Island. The government decided to increase the house rent allowance for teachers of MPO-listed non-government educational institutions. According to the notification issued by the Finance Ministry, the house rent has been set at 5% of the basic salary with a minimum of 2,000 taka. The notification signed by Finance Division Deputy Secretary Mariam Mitu was issued this morning. The Finance Ministry clarified that no arrears will be paid under the new structure. It said the rate was determined considering the existing fiscal constraints. The allowance must be automatically adjusted in line with future national pay scales and dispersed strictly under MPO policies and relevant government gazettes. The circular further said that any irregularities in disbursement will render the bill-paying authority personally liable. MPO-listed teachers have long been staging demonstrations demanding an increase in house rent allowance. Education advisor Professor Chaudhry Rafiqul Abrar has expressed the hope that protesting MPO-listed teachers will return to classrooms following the government's announcement of a 5% house rent allowance around minimum 2,000 taka based on the basic salary. The advisor informed this to newsmen at the Secretariat in the capital today. The government has given as much as it could, he said, urging the teachers to be satisfied with this and then go back to their classes. National Citizen Party NCP demanded that those involved in controversial elections of recent years under Election Commission be brought to justice. Following a meeting with Election Commission Senior Secretary Akhtar Ahmed at the Election Bhavan in Agargaon today, NCP's Chief Coordinator Nasiruddin Patwari made the statement while speaking to journalists. Regarding the party symbol issue, Nasiruddin Patwari said that NCP has no alternative symbol other than Shapla. Reiterating the firm's stance on retaining the symbol, he sought the Election Commission's cooperation in this regard. In the morning, a meeting on the symbol issue was held between NCP representatives and Senior Secretary of the Election Commission, led by Nasiruddin Patwari, Chief Coordinator of the party. Among others, Hasnat Abdullah, Chief Organizer of NCP's Southern Region, Khalid Saifullah, Joint Convener Zahirul Islam Musa and Joint Member Secretary were present. Gorno Forum officially signed the July National Charter 2025 today. At a ceremony held at the LD Hall of National Parliament Building, Advocate Shubhrata Chaudhary, acting President of Gorno Forum, handed over the signed document to Dr. Ali Riaz, Vice Chairman of National Consensus Commission. The event was attended by Dr. Mirajur Rahman, General Secretary of Gorno Forum, along with other senior party leaders. During the ceremony, Dr. Ali Riaz stated that it is a moral responsibility for every political party, including Gorno Forum, to sign this national charter. He expressed hope that despite some differences in opinion, all political parties will sign the charter in the greater interest of the nation. Advocate Shubhrata Chaudhary, acting President of Gorno Forum, said the July National Charter reflects hopes and aspirations that emerge from 2024 mass uprising. He added that Gorno Forum believes this charter will become a significant milestone on the path to a prosperous and democratic Bangladesh. Among others, members of National Consensus Commission, Bodhilala Mojumdar and Iftikhar Zaman, and Special Assistant to the Chief Advisor, Munir Haider, were also present. BNP Standing Committee member Salahuddin Ahmed said the evil designed to portray BNP as an opposition to July mass uprising movement will never succeed. He made the remarks while addressing a press conference at BNP chairperson's Gulshan office today. BNP leader said, according to party statistics, at least 422 BNP activists were killed during July mass uprising. Party has published names and photographs of slain activists. He further said a political party at a recent press conference requested him to offer a formal apology for one of his comments. Salahuddin Ahmed welcomed the gesture, saying political culture and democratic practices should be like this. A secretary-level meeting between Bangladesh and Kuwait was held today at the State Guest House, Bodda, in the capital. Muhammad Nazrul Islam, Secretary East and West of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, led the Bangladesh delegation, while Sami Isa Zohar Hayat, Assistant Foreign Minister for Asian Affairs of Kuwait, led his delegation. Both sides discussed strengthening political relations, expanding trade and commerce, and other issues of mutual interest. The allocation and handover of embassy plots, labor market cooperation, launch of direct Dhaka-Kuwait flights, and collaboration in information technology and digital economy were also discussed in the meeting. Senior officials from both countries were present at that time. Today marks the 6th day of the final selection round of Bangladesh Television's popular talent hunt show, Notun Kuri, which will continue until October the 21st. The final phase is being held at Bangladesh Television headquarters in Rampura, Dhaka. From each division, the top 5 contestants in every category based on the highest scores in the divisional rounds are participating in this stage. The selected candidates have been notified of the audition dates and times via SMS on their mobile phones. This year's competition features 9 categories, including acting, recitation, storytelling, comedy, general and classical dance, patriotic and modern song, Nazrul and Rabindra Sangeet, folk songs, and Ham Naat performances. First launched in 1976, Notun Kuri was the first reality show-style talent hunt program in the Indian subcontinent from which many renowned artists emerge. After long hiatus, Notun Kuri has returned with its original name and theme song, continuing its legacy of discovering young talents across Bangladesh. Now, international news.